ayyuhal kafirun. Listen up, Mr. Kafir. Like that. Very simple. Qul ya ayyuhal kafirun. La a'budu ma ta'budun. I do not worship what you worship. And you do not worship what I worship. And I will never ever worship what you worship. Lakum deenakum waliya deen. And you to your deen and me to my deen. Meaning no integration, no multiculturalism, no diversity, no tolerance. I got my own deen, you got your own deen. You got your democracy, we got our own sharia. You got your own free mixing, we got our own nikah. You got your own homosexuality, we got our own social system. We got our marriage, we got our own deen. You got your own cheating within the marketplace, your own credit cards. We got our own economic system. We got our own foreign policy. We got our own deen. What did the Quraysh, they respond with it? They said, these people are completely crazy. These people become those strangers, those ghuraba. And this is exactly what the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam informed us about then and our reality today. He said, Bada Islamu gariban, wa sayudu gariban. Kama bada fatuba lil ghuraba. That Islam come as something strange, not something which integrated. Islam has come as something strange and it will go back as something strange. So tuba lil ghuraba. Tuba, the tree in the Jannah for those who are the ghuraba. The Sahaba, they asked him, Man hum ya ghuraba? Who are those ghuraba? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, An-nuza' min al-qabail. The ghuraba, they are those people who withdraw themselves. Withdraw themselves, An-nuza' has two meanings. Those people who completely withdraw themselves from their own tribes, from their families, from the customs, from the traditions of their own people. And secondly, those people who leave their countries for the sake of Allah to make His word the most high. Abdullah ibn Amr, he reported, he asked, he said, when we were with sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said, Tuba lil ghuraba, he said, who are they? Who are they? Who here wants to follow the footsteps of Rasulullah? Do you want to follow the footsteps of Rasulullah? Do you want to follow the footsteps of the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? They were the first ghuraba. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, they are the very good people and they are very few in number compared to the majority. And they are those people who forbid the evil when the people, they start to become corrupted. So those people who withdraw themselves from the corruption, they make bara'ah from the corruption, but they rise up to destroy that corruption and replace it by the haqq. وَقُلْ جَاءَ الْحَقِّ وَدَهَقَ الْبَاطِلِ. The truth will come to smash the falsehood, to smash the batil. That is the deen of Islam. So sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can understand, he rose up with the sword of Tawheed in his society. With the sword of La ilaha illallah. The Tawheed of not just understanding God the only creator, but God the only commander, God the only legislator, and he carried that in his society. So today, when we find that the sanctity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being violated, how is it that we remain silent? Somebody come in the middle of the street to steal your own mobile phone. You telling me you're not going to defend it? You telling me you're not going to defend it? Somebody scratch up your nice £20,000 BMW. You would remain silent? You will never remain silent. So how is it today when somebody, he violates the sanctity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we remain silent? We can never remain silent. We are not from the ummah of Gordon Brown. We are not from the ummah of Tony Blair. We are from the ummah of Osama bin Zayd. We are from the ummah of Khalid bin Walid. We are from the ummah of Umar al-Faruq. They are our example. They are our example. When they rose up in their society, what did they do? They did not integrate. They did not isolate. They worked to destroy the God of man and replace it with the God of Allah, the law of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Sharia above their noses. So we need to understand, today in our reality, we are not people who are in need of democracy. Let their democracy, their freedom, their secularism, let it go to hell. It's a false God, it's a false idol for us. We never worship it. We never submit to it. We never obey it. Rather, we understand that we're not people who just want to go around and humiliating the kafir. I'm not trying to propagate that to you. But I'm trying to make you understand that you are not in need of the kafir. The kafir, he's in need of you. The kafir is in need for you to give him the message. This is the responsibility, the amana that you've been given as a responsibility. The deen is an amana, a responsibility for you to convey that message. The ayah said in the Quran, we made you as ummatul wasata. Not just middle nation, but as the leading nation, to be witnesses over al-nas, over the whole of mankind. Yeah? And that is the description of those ghuraba, that they carry that message. Those ghuraba, those strangers, if they are the strangers, if they withdraw themselves and they command the good and they forbid the evil, and they order the maruf, which is absent today, the tawheed. The presence of the munkar necessitates that you must order the maruf. The maruf is the tawheed, which is absent as a law and order today. Which is why we have so many problems today. Our lands are being occupied. Our sisters are being raped inside Abu Ghraib prison. Did you know that? My sister is being raped. Your sister is being raped. Our brothers are sitting inside Guantanamo Bay. We sit here and we discuss, what are we going to have for iftar? He's going to have chicken, he's going to have lamb. How many days? 1 or 2. We're fighting and debating and discussing over 8 rak'ah or 20 rak'ah tarawih. What would Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do in our reality? His tarawih, my dear brothers, would be inside the battlefield, my dear brothers. His tarawih, my dear brothers, would be on the horse going all the way to the White House with the raya of Islam. He would understand that the sanctity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is being violated. How is it that we remain silent? Those Ghuraba, my dear brothers, they need to rise up today. Those Ghuraba, they never fear the tyrants. Those Ghuraba, those strangers, they never bow their head to the tyrants. Rather, they remove the head of the tyrants. They remove the head of freedom, the head of democracy, the head of secularism, and they replace it with the law of Almighty. Allah al-Hakam al-Adl, in al-Hukmu illa lillah. That should be our call, my dear brothers, when we understand the book of Quran. The book of Quran, it is the book that shook the world. It shook the world. It shook the Roman Empire, the Persian Empire, the Quraysh. 1400 years ago, my dear brothers, we have a responsibility. Allah gonna ask you, Allah gonna question you on Yawm al-Qiyamah. When you witness all of the munkar present, when you witness all of the fahisha, all of the haram, when you witness some man take my attribute and attribute it to himself, what did you do? What did you do? On Yawm al-Qiyamah, our hands, they will speak out against us. Our ears, they will speak out against us as well. Yes, our ears as well. Our ears, that you heard that this man, he was taking my attribute. That this man, he was violating my sanctity, yet you did nothing. Your eyes, it saw it. Your limbs, they witnessed it. Everything, it would testify against you. How is it, my dear brothers, that we become so relaxed and become so relaxed in all of this, where we know we've witnessed all of this munkar and we remain silent? My dear brothers and sisters, if there's anything that you go away with today, understand the book, it shook the world. The Quran, it shook the world. It shook the Quraysh. That book, it needs to shake the world again. But that's not going to happen unless you and me, unless we don't work to make the word of Allah the highest. Meaning the book of Allah, it will shake the world, inshallah, once again. And inshallah, we will work for the sake of Allah. We will sacrifice for the sake of Allah. We will speak for the sake of Allah. And we will make the word of Allah the highest once again.